But hey, I mean, new fight to distract us with. I guess there was reason to mess around with our Djinns after all. So, Dragon, it's got the dice crash, which could make for some interesting gameplay. Not sure if we get much use out of small. Oh, that's right, we can do Sleep Bomb. So I think I will go for that. And oh, of course now I can't do anything with Psych Up because I went out of the Github class. But we are kind of looking a little worn out. I think this is as good a time for Mineral as any. I was just about to say I should pay close attention to my stats and health just because of that. But hopefully we can get some statuses on the field here and not have to worry about it. Cool. Sleep, and if we're lucky, that Geyser Crash will paralyze the Bandit, Ruffian, Potato on the left. Nope, not so lucky. If at first you don't succeed, we'll go for a wish because your party's just about to die. Oh, I've never actually showed off Cloak. Yeah, it has a battle synergy effect now. I guess I'll do it now for the heck of it. I mean, Ivan is kind of hurting, so it's not the worst strategic time to go for it. It does technically do 0 synergy, but I made a workaround over it so it's not too busted. Oh. For one, it doesn't have priority, so if you're not faster than opponents, they can still hit you. But we use Cloak, we protect ourselves from damage for the turn. The cost is that it acts as a synergy drain, so even though it says 0 synergy, it'll still cost synergy to use. It's just a way I worked around the concept of overworld stuff. I'm making it so you still be able to use it outside of battle for 0 synergy, but it still costs synergy to actually use within the battle itself. And wow, I just forgot just how slow the Dragoon class was. But at least it worked to our favor to just act as a nice cleanup and all. You know, I've been going for my synergy quite a bit. This might be a good time to go for Angler after all. Yeah, let's throw another Sleep Bomb. Why not? I'm trying to find our freaking Djinns that do status stuff. And I mean, I need a little synergy heal, so I'll take a little attack boost along the way. Oh. Probably could use the Wish, though. You know, the fight's a bit closer than I was expecting. But again, this might be one of the more rougher patches of Dawn of Djinn. I wouldn't say this part in particular, though. Alright. So at least we got some synergy back from all that, but oh cool. I used the Djinn that was giving me Wish. Well, Garrett might actually be our fastest party member. It's kind of a close call though. I honestly should have gone for Rapid a lot sooner, or at least Mass Agility. Heck, even Vine. But more importantly, I need to heal party members before we run into rough times. Oh, you know, I probably should have spread out my heals a bit more effectively. I was kind of hoping I'd get the other guy asleep so it wouldn't have even mattered. Well, you know, not a bad opportunity to actually use Strain. And it wasn't a great heal, but we should be faster now, so fight's just about over as far as I'm concerned. Go for Counter Strike. I've been sleeping on my summons, because of course I am. And, you know, Chasm just for safety's sake. Oh, that's right, it's Golem Sun. I was just talking about how it was in my Pokemon XG recording. How I was freaking out every time I double target the same enemy and they fall before the attack goes over, because I played so much freaking Golden Sun that I'm in the mindset of, oh no, I wasted my turn because they're just going to defend. And apparently, I I've been playing so much of that that I forgot that I was playing Golden Sun, where if you attack something with multiple people and then you defeat the foe, that instead of just redirecting it to a different target, you just defend. Oh, you're one of those guys that I have to actually fight. This is as good as any, I suppose, so... Hi, friend! Don't beat me up with your puppies, hopefully. Alright. I gotta remember I have to Hermes water, specifically for situations where I run out of synergy in the middle of a dungeon and just want it back immediately. So, last battle with these guys, I showed off exactly what happens if you just let the hounds hang around. So this time, I'm gonna just go after them right away, because I had my fun, they had their fun. We don't need that mess to happen again. Defeat, put them asleep. Either way works for me. The battles are a lot more frequent in this than I remember. Like, I remember there being, like, 2 fights. And we haven't even gotten to the part where random encounters have happened. So I guess the battle gameplay and the quote-unquote puzzle/stealth gameplay is a bit more balanced than I remember, which is a good thing as far as I'm concerned. Like, good is good. Alright, so... doesn't quite feel quite right to wish at the moment, but... if we need it, we need it. Just remember that this room exists for later. Alright. Let's observe your pattern before getting too caught up. Otherwise, stuff like that will happen. So select, then go for catch. And I was just about to go into stories of other things I've been up to, but already time for another fight. Alright. It's gonna be the same exact one as the last one, so it shouldn't be bad at all. I probably could have even, like, set up for a summon in advance, but hindsight 2020. Well, you know, we're a little low on synergy points. I'll go for that. And it might even be a decent time for a psyche spread. Well, that was fast. Alright. Fully healed. 13, 13, 13. And this should help get Garrett's energy up even more. Keyword being should. Well, at least one of the doggies is out of the picture. And I think I'll go for a wish just to be on the safe side. Because I seem fine now, but they are attacking and they're attacking fast, so plenty of time for the damage to rack back up. Alright, and now there's just you. So I'm feeling a bit more confident with everything going forward. Oh, Mia's synergy is looking kind of low. I should probably invest into some options to get that back up, but Ivan's synergy isn't looking that much better, so just side passing isn't an option right at the moment. Alright. You know, just for the fun of it, I think I'm gonna go back to having Ivan have the Phoenix Jinnies. It's kind of my favorite Jinnie setup for Ivan, at least until we get all the Jinns and can do tri-elemental classes. Alright, so we're good to go this way, and we're already out of the stealth section. It goes by a lot faster than I remember, if I'm gonna be frank. Right, reveal. You think this would be a good opportunity to talk about everything going on. So like, yeah, I've been working on a little Halloween special mod. The downside is that I got started on it late, so I don't know if it'll be out by Halloween. Like, I would have loved to have it out like a week before Halloween, so if people wanted to do content with it or anything, they would have all the time to record and all that. But I don't even know if I'll get it out by Halloween. Like, even as is, I kind of feel like I'm rushing it as is. But there's still, despite the fact that I want to take my time, the temptation to do it while it's still relevant is still there. Oh, that's right, I changed it to corn. I changed the purpose of corn, I should say. So max HP, Mia's actually looking kinda low. It might just be the class, but I think I might still go give it to Mia anyways, because I got the feeling that she'll be in this class kind of frequently. Yeah, I mean, slightly lower than I've been, but not by much, and like when I give him the Venus Genies, that more makes up for it. So sure. Yeah, I wish I would have gotten started on this project before October instead of like a week or two in October, but I didn't even come up with the idea until a week or two into October, and at this point, that's just too cute of an idea to do for a short Paper Mario mod that I couldn't resist doing it regardless of that. I just might have to come to terms with the fact that it won't be out as soon as I thought it would be, but at this point I invested too much time into it to just can the idea completely just because it won't be done on time. And it's not impossible for it not to be done on time, but I feel like I put so much time this weekend into it already that unless I just don't want to promise that. I just don't want to promise it at this point because it feels like unless something major really changes, that it won't be done in time. And are we already at Hammett? Lunpa was a lot shorter than we remember, but maybe it's the backtrack here. Like, I already gotta prepare myself for a boss. Spoiler alert. I almost want to just go into it like this, as basic as it would be. I kind of just want to see what happens when I give you the Jupiter Genies. Oh yeah, I knew there was one more class that we had access to, and this one might not be too bad because it's got Synergy Draining, got ability that takes away stats boost, which might come in useful for this fight. I'm not spoiling it because I don't remember for sure. I might be misremembering. I do remember one gimmick that it has. And it might not be worth giving up Wish because of said gimmick. Technically I still have it on Isaac, but do I really want to rely on that? Actually, we might still be able to make this work. I'll make Isaac the Ranger, and I'll have Mia hold on to the Earth Genie just so we still have access to Wish on someone, because unfortunately that takes up too many Mercury Genies to actually get Wish proper. But he's all kind of all over the place, but we have Rapid. We might have enough Genies to make a Toolsmith class on him. And I'll work with that. Doesn't exactly give me something too incredible to work with. Nothing they can really capitalize on in this fight, actually. So maybe Toolsmith wouldn't exactly be the best thing. Maybe Gary will just be our Ginny. Having a second Reviver might be good for this fight. So I think I'll just give all the Genies that I want to actually use in battle to Garrett, and he'll just be the guy we go to when we need to use Genies. Let's see how that works. Smith, yeah, I kind of want Mika over Glint. Like, if we come in a situation we really need Glint, then I'm willing to sacrifice Ranger for that. Can't just give Mineral to Mia for additional Wish. Rapid can stay Flurry, I don't remember if it's weak to water, but... Or I mean weak to sleep, but I probably wouldn't want... Angler? Well, I'm not sure how much I'm going to be using Ginny, so maybe not Angler. Yeah, Spa. Spa's probably as good as any. And... I forget how vulnerable it is to statuses, so I kind of want to give Parade, but maybe I'll just go for Java. So yeah, let's go for Java, that way I can just, because I don't think Garrett's going to be doing too much use, and this class is kind of pathetic, so I could just have Garrett pass his turn on to one of the other twos. It's a bit unorthodox of a strategy, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Meanwhile, you have the most synergy points out of everyone, so quick healing of everyone up. You can get the Hermes water. I'm gonna just assume my items are all the way I want. I spent way too much time making this strategy to not save. I don't even remember this guy being too bad. He just has a really nasty gimmick. So I'm kind of wondering if I'm over preparing for it, but it's very possible. This can be a rough fight. It's kind of weird. I kind of remember it being simultaneously easy and hard. It might just be with it was so back and forth in play testing that I just don't even remember what if it ended up feeling more easy or more hard by the time I was done messing around with it. Anyways, time for a giant frog. Oh, I just remembered one of the gimmicks.